What up, guys? Before I started the video, I was trying to think of what the more gender inclusive way. Like, what's the more? I thought of saying "What's up, gals," but that's one. I'm sure most of the people watching this are guys, and then two, yeah, gals isn't in normal parlance used to refer to groups of people. And it would be an instance of me trying to force language into something it's not. But like what else could I actually didn't plan on this video being, at the start, me being, what else can I say? I could have thought of this before I hit record, and now I'm in it. Now it's happening now. What up, fellas? What up, guys? What up, homies? Homie? Yeah, homies. What up, homies? I'll have to have a conversation with someone about that at a later date. Anyhow, I'm really excited about making this video and kind of where I'm at in life at the moment. To do a brief recap, let's see, cycle, like I always use the cycles for my 108 now at the top, so this will be 20 dot in the day. It's day 15, May 5th. But like, actually, I'll rewind it back a little further. Actually, let me share some stuff that's funny to me. So if we rewind back to cycle 16, which would have been at the start of last year, I labeled that cycle just flow, where like I was just focused on the processes, rituals, systems, habits, etc. for my day to day. And I honestly don't remember how well that cycle went. Might have been good, might have been bad. I don't know. I gotta. That's one thing I gotta do is get back up to date on reflecting on the different cycles, update the website. Regardless, I had the idea that day. I think that cycle went pretty well. I traveled over the summer. I went to Canada and the U.S. And I think at the end of the cycle ends in May. It ends in April and a new one starts in May. But in recent history, May has been a moment where a manic episode has been triggered. And manic episodes kind of can get triggered. It's almost like when things are going well, like that sets me up for a potential manic episode just because like I'm feeling better, my energy just naturally is up. I start working on projects or whatever, and then that can cascade. So I think when May came and travel, I was just kind of like, okay, fuck it. I'm not gonna worry about anything. I'm not gonna do anything. So then that cycle just went. Then cycle 18 at the end of last year pops off, and I like crushed it. Up until November, I tried to do NaNoWriMo, where you write 50,000 words in a month, and Magda said that she thinks that knocked me off balance. It probably did, and I got sick. But it like I like almost the whole cycle was just like it just and then the other thing is it started amazing just kind of out of nowhere. And then this last cycle, I think I thought that I would just start amazing out of nowhere. Not the current cycle, but cycle 19, the start of the year. I thought things would just get awesome out of nowhere, and they didn't. And I just said, fuck it. And then I just like played video games and stayed up late and snacked at night and had no habits. And kind of the whole time was like, yeah, when this next cycle comes, I'm gonna be ready, and I was ready, and things popped off really. Oh, here, cool. It's cool that this is in the background here. I just saw my guy, the Monkey King, drinking like, dude. I think I almost backflipped in this chair, drinking Chinese tea. I got a daily habit of drinking Chinese tea now, which is that's a habit I've been wanting to get into and get into my life for, man, like over a decade, to be honest. And it's funny, I turned another friend. I mean, he was already into tea and stuff, but so I wouldn't say that I got him into tea. But we kind of restarted the tea habit together. Shane, if you're familiar, when I was living with him, and he's like he's got a whole tea, he's building a tea empire in time, but his tea game at the house is really good. What the fuck was I talking about? Anyway, so this cycle, everything pops off, everything's smooth, and I know, I looked at my blog not today, a couple days ago, and I saw that I had started trying to like do a blog post and a video every week, like together, and that fell off, and I think it fell off because it's I'm not quite there yet, like to where I totally have the free time to do it. Like that's not the problem. That's not the problem. But like just the maybe the video making muscle is a little weak. Maybe the writing muscle is a little weak. So yeah. So I and I'll, if I so that's a little background, and then so I'm excited about being right back into my daily flow right now is peak. I got peak flow now. Like it's like peak. Oh, and this is the funny thing. Yeah, so I came up with flow to your dream. I don't know, like 10 years ago, and this is all like kind of for the old Milltown kid heads. This is all like an extension of owning life, and then owning life was an extension of other ideas before that I then packaged into the word owning life that I then transitioned into flow to your dream, which I still like. I still like that. I don't know if it'll be repackaged again. I'm pretty sold on flow to your dream. I like it. But this is what's funny is maybe I was journaling last week or something, and I journaled about the realization like yo man, like flow is what it's all about, man. Like if your flow is refined, everything is popping. Your dream, your connection to the story, everything's popping, man. It's all about flow. And I'm telling myself this, and then I'm like, how the fuck did it like what the fuck? How the fuck did it take me until right now? Even the whole flow part. The reason I called it owning life and not own life is because even at that time I understood the importance of the present moment and that being everything. And at that time I understood that it's owning. You don't own life and then you're done. It's owning because you're always, there's new challenges. You're always getting better. You're always refining. Whatever those challenges be, well, like might some kind of misfortune, you getting cancer, someone getting a loved one getting cancer. Why it could be something great, you having kids, but now you have to totally upgrade your fucking game. So at that time, I understood that it's a process. And then when I came to Flow to Your Dream, and I've been Mr. Taoist Tai Chi even longer. That goes back 20 years, where it's about being in the present and flow. My Tai teacher's book's the name is Flowing the Tai Chi Way. So what's messing me up is how long it took me to really internalize that, oh yeah, that's important. You got to refine your flow. And I've been saying this and thinking I knew what it meant, and I did theoretically, I guess, and in practice in different levels or whatever. But I think after many, many moons, I'm finally realizing that flow is what it's all about. I even, I got the subreddit. I acquired Flowism because I want to package all this into an open source kind of recipe based philosophy where people can take add how they flow and then extract ideas of how other people flow, because everybody that's a Taoist thing. The Taoist thing is that it's your path. There's no manual for your path. There's no. That being said, like there can be a manual. There can be a manual for understanding the fact that there is no manual and how to go about building your manual. That's what I'm all about. Man, this video, 10 minutes is that's a good amount of time. But like, so one of the things, I'll wrap it up 10 minutes later. One of the things I'm excited about is kind of like I was doing the blogging and video 2 cycles ago, but now I'm vibing with just the straight up raw fucking vlog shit that I like. Not making thumbnails, not giving a fuck about any kind of SEO or whatever. I mean, that's something else I'm excited about too, because I'm always wanting to, remember back in the day, if you're an old head, I'm always like wanting to like make some monthly thing to sell something and teach something and whatever. And maybe a part of why I've never built that is that there was the other side of me, like you're not you're not ready, you haven't mastered these things yet. But now I'm at a place where I'm actually gaining some mastery, and then inside of the mastery, I'm like, well, inside of this where I'm at, I'm like, no, dude, I gotta have this refined for like a year or 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, where I'm really like, I got this, before I worry about, packaging a book and making the videos edited nice and all, like I still like, I'm excited that I'm going like back. This is like way back. Like I feel like I'm going like way back to like original Milltown Kid 1.0, who, discovered YouTube and was excited to just share whatever. And it didn't have to be about something or connected to something. The Milltown Kid, that's a whole journey, but like, that Xbox video popping off, like drastically changed the course of my life and my psyche and all kinds of stuff. And I feel like I've made enough space between that where I'm back to this new guy who wants to, share videos online because it's fun to do. And I'm not trying to like sell anything or build up anything, or I do want to build community, but even like right now, that's not what I'm not trying to do that right this second. And like, I might not be trying to do that for a while. But yeah, so I'm going to start making videos here and there, no schedule, but I do want it to be somewhat regular. And I'm going to start blogging again, no schedule, somewhat regular. Something that is going to happen to the website and the blog is I got to update I got a page of 108s where like and dude, I'll say a lot of my blog is like for me and my mom, and you guys too, but like for me and my mom, like, so for me, yeah, 10 more minutes won't go by. For me, the blog is a place for me to like reflect and journal and whatever. But then when I'm like in reflection mode, it's really easy for me to go to the blog and I have it all organized in a way where I can be like, oh yeah, that was going on. And oh yeah, oh wow, I learned this thing and that thing. Oh, and then dude, this was crazy. So, like, it's kind of like stupid that I have like, I tattooed dates and locations to my arms. Along with, I can talk about, why that's important and why this is important later. But like for the, I sat down maybe the first time, like I hadn't been pen and paper journaling for a while. And I sat down, everything was reset. And then I was kind of like trying to take account of what the fuck happened in the last few years. Cause there was like a lot of fucking manic adventures or whatever. And both of these tattoos are like associated with manic adventures. But I'm sitting down to write, and I'm like, "What the fuck happened in the last 2 years?" And then I like looked here, and I was like, "Oh yeah," and I looked here, and I was like, "Oh shit, yeah." And there was like this crazy moment where like my two journal entries like, "Oh shit." Anyway, all right, I'll leave it. I'll leave it there. On a gaming note, started up, dude. I put like 200 over 200 hours in Assassin's Creed Shadows. That game is like intensely like the combat, or it's not all that special. The game is all, dude. What's special about the game? That motherfucker is beautiful. It's detailed. Like I'm talking about the detail in the castles and when you go around the changing seasons. I just had fun being in that world, and the combat is like fun enough. And I just finally started up Elden Ring. Elden Ring is fucking amazing as a fan of the fucking Souls games. But if I the first Dark Souls, I wanted to I read about it and whatever. I wanted to play it. Like I'm not gonna look shit up. I'm just gonna fucking play. I don't need that. I can do it. And like I had to look shit up like because I got like genuinely stuck. And if you've played Dark Souls, I can explain to you what happened. If you remember, you can like go off to the side and there's like the cemetery there with skeletons that you can't kill. And I spent a lot of time over there trying to figure shit out. And then you can go like down, and there's like ghosts or something down there that you also can't kill. So I was just like fucking around in these two areas, and I'm like, this game doesn't make any sense. And then it partly might have been due to like I didn't have an HDMI cable hooked up to the Xbox at the time, so my screen sucked, and I didn't know it sucked. And then my brother came to the house, and he was like, "What the fuck is wrong with your Xbox?" And then I got a HDMI cable, and I was like, I got to fucking upgrade to my system. Anyway, there's that little mountain path where you're supposed to go. I didn't notice it. But this game, I haven't looked up shit. I don't know what the fuck's going on. But like, there's so much stuff to explore and do. And if you get stuck somewhere, you can go over here and do some shit. And the map is, I like the map that I have available. I haven't seen it. Anyway, great game. Great game. Top 10, 5 stars. 5-star game if you like that kind of game. All right. I almost did another 10 minutes. Anyway, peace.